It was a tough year for the Steelers. I mean, obviously it started in the offseason with all the movement with Le'Veon Bell and AB moving and everything that went on with AB. And then week 2, Ben's elbow gives out. How did you get through this season, for lack of a better term? Because there was a lot of adversity. You went through a bunch of quarterbacks, and you guys were actually in it till the very end.
Yeah, I mean, it was surprising for us to be where we're at and to control our destiny for the last 2 games. We were very surprised. I think we had a tremendous defense that, that kept us in the game for the longest. And, for our offense, yes, we struggled. There was just times where, we switched quarterbacks in between games. But at the end of the day, we just kept believing in each other. And, I mean, we got to the point, like I said, we controlled our destiny. We fell short and didn't come through.
Talk about how difficult that can be from a quarterback wide receiver perspective when you have the 2. Ben's out, you have the other 2, and you go do a little back and forth occasionally.
Playing with Ben, like, the big difference is that, like, my expectations are already high from the get-go. So when I'm playing with the 2 new, like, Mason and Devin, I'm like, okay, it's a lot different now because they're not Ben. But at the end of the day, you make adjustments, you work on it throughout the week, and you try to go out there, you make plays and put a show on the screen.
JuJu Smith-Schuster with us here, Steelers wide receiver, and it was going to be adjustment either way for you this year. Now, dealing in a world without Antonio Brown on the team, everyone said, all right, all eyes are going to be on you now, and certainly you saw a fair share of that before. What was that adjustment like even before you went through all of the different quarterbacks of now being the ones that defenses are really solely focused on?
I mean, like you said, when you're the dude on the team that everyone focuses on, you face the best corner, you face the best of the best, you get the double teams, and that's something I had to get used to, throughout the season, throughout the week, and it's tough, man. When you have a quarterback who's a Hall of Fame quarterback, who can change plays, make audibles, and put you in the best position, makes the game a lot easier. It was tough this year, without Ben, but, hopefully throughout the future it'll be a lot better.
Well, he says he's planning on coming back, and we'll see what happens going forward. He has all the intentions of playing in 2020. We would be remiss if we didn't ask you about everything that has gone on with Antonio Brown. It's just been a sort of a horrible spiral for him. He's finally been released from house arrest. He put out a statement that, he's taking action for his behavior. He's sort of had some weird back and forth with you this season, which seemed unnecessary. But as a guy who played with him and has seen what he can be as a player and to see all this, how did you just process everything that came out this year?
I mean, it was tough, man. When I first got there and I was in college, he was a role model to me. I DM'd him. I always hit him up, like, watch his videos. And when I got to NFL, I was like, wow, I'm playing with the 2 best duos, in football, like, possibly history. But, obviously that turned out to go the opposite way. Till this day, I have no hard feelings towards him, for myself. I just wish him the best of luck. And, for myself, I'm just trying to make sure I get to his level and try to get there on the football aspect.
And time goes on, know, and you continue to play. You had the injuries, and now you have an off season. And now, where are you from a leadership role? You have certainly some good veterans on that team, but for you personally, starting to take as being the guy, the receiver, have you started taking more of that leadership role?
Oh, most definitely, man. I'm only 23 years old, and I'm talking to guys who are like.
But you're a seasoned vet now. Yeah. He's a seasoned vet.
That's what they call me. They go based off of plays and years you played. But it's so funny to me, man. Like, this past year, we drafted a receiver who's older than me. I'm like, dude, I've been in the league for 3 years, and it's pretty.
Really?
Yeah. So for myself, it's just more so like, being a leader, coming out there, be more vocal to the team, the players. So it's awesome to have that standard.
And one of the other guys that's part of you said the standard is always the line around there, and that's something you hear Mike Tomlin say really often. And this year, I think a lot of people maybe took notice in a way they hadn't in a few years, just because you guys have been so successful of the job that he did. What was the message from Mike Tomlin as you guys were going through all the adversity this season?
For us, man, honestly. For him, it's just like, man, I don't care who's at quarterback. I don't care who's in. Like you said, the standard is the standard. Whatever 11 guys we have on the field, for offense, defense, special teams, we go out there and we dominate.
Well, listen, the one thing that we saw this year is JuJu Smith-Schuster is with us. The pieces that you guys put together on defense were incredible. Devin Bush played at a very high level for you guys. Certainly helped Bud Dupree play better as well. And then the trade to get Minkah Fitzpatrick when he came over. It was like, my God, the ball is finding Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
From a guy on offense who has been sort of the last couple of years, hey, go score a bunch of points because we may make plays on defense, we may not. What was it like to see that sort of resurgence on the defensive side of the ball?
Man, it was amazing, man. Like, the year when we had, you say you had Antonio Brown, you have, Le'Veon Bell, you have James Conner, you have all those skill guys, and you have a defense like that. Like, those are the defense you need to win, championships. And this year, our defense is like unstoppable, and our offense is like So for us, it's just like, man, hopefully next year, you know, when Ben comes back and all the guys we have healthy that come back, and you know, hopefully we still have that same defense. That defense keeps us in the game. And like you said, bro, that ball finds Minka.
He's incredible.
The first 2 games, we were like, oh wow, like it was the best first pick trade ever.
We're talking to JuJu Smith-Schuster, wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So obviously a lot of NFL talk. There are those that want to talk to you about USC as well. I'm going to go back one step. How was Snoop Dogg as a coach? You played in his league, his youth football league, correct?
Yeah. Let's just say he was lit the way he performs on stage.
Let's just end it as he was lit, and we'll just stop it there. Snoop's a friend, so he's cool with it.
Right.
Yeah, and actually, I just saw him last night. He performed at.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he performed at Live. It was pretty cool, man, just to see him out there. But yeah, you know, he was my coach, and as a coach, you know, having a rapper like that, an idol like that, role model, it was cool, man. He never really got mad because our team was just so good. So we always, you know, we're always doing good and we always dominate.
But starting that league, give an opportunity to kids is a pretty cool thing. And then I guess let's go up one real quick. What did you think of Clay Helton staying at SC?
Man, for a situation like that, you know, it's tough, you know, for us to end off the season like that. But, you know, I wish him nothing but the best of luck with recruiting. You know, that's the part that we're struggling right now. But, you know, we have better days to come. So, yeah, stay positive, man.
Yep.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.